13, or Lucky 13, as I have dubbed them. Would you please rise? Gentlemen, remove your hats as we have the Caldwell pipes and drums from their honor guard lead our students in, and then remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. On the break. The right, quick, march. You may be seated. Family, friends, law enforcement leaders, dignitaries, Class 13. Welcome to your graduation ceremony tonight after 9 months of work in the CWI law enforcement program. We welcome you. We're proud to have you here and proud of this class. I would like to introduce some dignitaries that are here tonight with us. To my left, Sean Anderson will be the keynote speaker tonight. He's the Deputy Director of the Southwest Idaho Juvenile Detention Facility, and we will introduce him again in just a few moments. Chris Merrick is the Dean of the Social Science and Public Affairs Division of the college and one of my bosses. Denise Kanata is the Provost for CWI, and she will be speaking in just a few minutes. And then Stacy Mowry, he is the Deputy Director of the program. My name is Leroy Forsman. I'm the Director of the CWI Law Enforcement Program. And again, we want to welcome you. I also want to introduce some of our staff members over here to my left. Kelly Crawforth is a Senior Training Coordinator. Gary Cooper, Senior Training Coordinator. Brett Price, Senior Training Coordinator. And Carly Reynolds, Administrative Assistant for the program. Would you give them a hand? We appreciate our staff and everything that they do for us. Let me tell you a little bit about the CWI program. We are one of 5 post programs, post Peace Officer Standards and Training. We're one of 5 programs in the state. The main campus is in Meridian. You can see their track as you drive by in the Meridian area, and that is kind of our home base. College of Southern Idaho in Twin Falls, Idaho State University in Pocatello, North Idaho College in Coeur d'Alene, and then our program round those out as the college programs. We teach everything exactly as Post does. We keep the same curriculum. The unique thing about our program is we have additional time within our semesters, so we can actually teach them the specific outlines, and we can teach them more. We spend more time on the range. We spend more time in DUI training and wet labs, where we actually bring people in and get them intoxicated and let these students determine if they're too intoxicated to drive. They get much more medical training, tactical medical training, a variety of different things. One of the things that they get that they may not get, other students that go to the main Post Academy in Meridian, is this: because we have the opportunity, these students are involved in a minimum of 3 civic action projects per year. This group was in a Rake Up Nampa project in the fall. They worked with Shop with a Cop in December with local agencies and about 120 kids who were underprivileged, and helped them with a better Christmas. And this group also hosted, as a student project with very little oversight, a charity golf tournament that benefited the Nampa Family Justice Center. I can't tell you the importance of teaching them at this point of their career how big it is to give back to your community, how much the community really does support them. We see things on television, we read things in the media, so on and so forth, about anti-police and this and that. And I'm going to tell you, in this area, we do not see that. We do not hear that. We know that we have an overall tremendous support from our politicians, from the public, from the people that we protect day in and day out. So I'm proud of them for doing that. I retired from Nampa Police as a chief in 2013 and came to teach at CWI in the classroom. In 2015, they asked me to put together a police academy, and that's what we did. I'm the guy who, when I went to Post, said, if I were in charge, I would do this different. Or if I could do this, I would make this change or that change. Well, be careful what you wish for. It came back around, and I was fortunate to be able to put that together. We have a staff, myself and Mr. Mowry, and our staff of 4 here for a total of 6, but we have 64 adjunct instructors that teach for us, either officers that are working the street every day, or who have been retired recently and are some sort of a subject matter expert to teach. We look at this as we can teach just about everything. Everybody in this row, and certainly he and I, can teach just about everything that we need to. But if I'm going to have a class on gangs for 8 hours, I want someone who taught it yesterday and someone who works the street in gangs the day before. I want the most current, up-to-date techniques and tactics and all those kinds of things. So we count ourselves to be very fortunate. I've taught at the Police Academy in Meridian for 33 years. And it's nice to see so many people and so many folks that are here representing law enforcement agencies that I had in Post in an academy class, and now that they come back to support us or come back and ask if they can teach for me. That's very rewarding. At this time, I'm going to ask Denise Canada, the provost for CWI, to come up and make a few remarks.
Now, before we start, I made some flyers and I'm going to hand them out to you. I've taken a photo of my license plate and I'm going to hand them out to you. So when you're employed, if you see this plate, just wave me on by and everything will be fine, okay? Just a little brevity for the people in the back there, just kidding. Seriously, on behalf of the administration at the College of Western Idaho, President Jones and myself, we just really want to congratulate you. And as you step into your roles as officers, remember that true leadership is about service, integrity, and empathy. And your community looks to you for guidance and protection. So my advice to you is to lead with courage and compassion, even when you're faced with difficult and dangerous situations. And I know this great group of faculty that instructs you, and I know that's at the heart of every piece of training that they've provided to you. But always keep that at the forefront. And as you embark on this very noble journey, never forget the importance of continuous learning and self-improvement. Embrace challenges and opportunities for growth, and always strive to better yourselves for the benefit of those you serve, as well as yourself. Your dedication and commitment are commendable, and the CWI community takes a great deal of pride in each one of you and the journey that you are about to start. We realize this is a calling, and it's a dangerous calling, and you're walking towards that calling, and there is not a greater honor that anybody can have but to have a calling into this profession. And as law enforcement, you have chosen to face, no doubt, knowing who trained you, that you are going to have a positive impact on whichever community you choose to serve and whichever branch of law enforcement that you choose to go into. So once again, congratulations on this great event that you've achieved tonight, graduating. And remember, always uphold the values of honor and duty in all that you do. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Denise. We appreciate your remarks, and I know that they're from the heart. We really do appreciate that. At this time, I think we're going to have the class video. We give the class an opportunity to take pictures and video throughout their training phase from typically the third week of August until I think the last one was a couple of weeks ago. This is a unique opportunity for these students. I say opportunity. They may call it something else. These folks go through a variety of training. The physical training for some was not that hard, for some was very difficult. The training, the classroom time, all of the homework, all of those things can be very demanding, very difficult. But these folks also get trained in a lot of things that somebody, maybe some of you in the audience, I hope all of you, will never see. These students get tased. These students get pepper sprayed. I get to do that. And one thing that they learned was they can come through this adversity, they can fight through it, and they can survive. Because the reason we train them in this manner is because on the street, there's a great chance if someone introduces pepper spray, they're going to get cross-contaminated in some manner. Even if it's the good guys that spray, they're going to get a face full of it. And they have to know that they can fight through it and survive. And they all survived. Okay, and I appreciate that. We'll take a couple of minutes. Let's watch the video for the class. So the ice buckets, as some of you cringed out there, Idaho is known for its many waterways and lakes, rivers, those kinds of things. The last thing we want is for students to find somebody in one of those waterways and get their gear off and step in and then realize how cold it is. They train like that. They get in, we put 1,000 pounds of ice in those horse troughs, and they'll get in and sit there for 3 minutes, some for 4, some we have to lift out, but it's all good, okay? I made a note here. A couple of people in the audience, I appreciate it. When the Dukes of Hazzard theme came on, they took their cowboy hats on and put them on over their heart. That was awesome. I appreciate that. I'll share one thing with you before we move to the next part, and that is what I tell these students routinely. I tell them, you're going to get tased, you're going to get pepper sprayed, you're going to get into cold water, you're going to fight, you're going to learn to defend yourself, you're going to do all those things. You're going to do all the things that most people pay $15 to go to the movies to watch, and you do it every day. You'll have the opportunity to save lives, to make a difference, to take drugs off the street, to make your jurisdiction a better place. And other people can only guess how that must feel. We ask a lot of you, we demand a lot of you, and I know we'll get a lot from you, and I appreciate that. At this time, we're going to have a presentation from 2 of the members of Class 13.
On behalf of Class 13, we would like to present this plaque to the CWI faculty for our appreciation for their hard work in getting us to where we are now.
Thank you very much. Each class comes through and they give something of a remembrance so we can hang it in our classrooms that shows the class's appreciation for our instructors, all those things, and we appreciate it very much. At this time, it's my honor to introduce our keynote speaker for tonight. Sean Anderson is a deputy director of the Southwest Idaho Juvenile Detention Facility. He's been at that facility for 26 years. He's an interesting guy because that's his full-time job, yet he finds time to instruct in defensive tactics and a variety of other topics. He spends a lot of time at our academy as well as at the main post academy and traveling as an instructor. Our students were very happy to find out that he would be available to speak tonight. With that, Sean Anderson.
I got my smile on tonight, guys. This is it. They're not used to seeing me smile. Good evening, family and friends, fellow officers, graduates of Class 13. It is an honor to address you today as we come together to celebrate the pinnacle of hard work, dedication, sacrifice at the College of Western Idaho Law Enforcement Program graduation ceremony. To the graduates, I extend my heartfelt congratulations on achieving this significant milestone. Today, symbolizing your unwavering commitment and your preparedness to serve. Some of you already have a path set, while others may still be exploring the right agency or specialization, be it in patrol, detention, corrections, or maybe even the juvenile justice field. Regardless of your destination, always remember the privilege and responsibility that accompanies wearing the badge. Service. Service is the cornerstone to our profession. It is more than just a job. It's a calling to protect and serve with integrity, compassion, and courage. Each interaction, whether big or small, presents you the opportunity to make a difference in someone else's life. Embrace this responsibility wholeheartedly, For it is through service that we build trust, foster relationships, and strengthen our communities. For me, public service means putting the needs of our communities first and placing them above my personal interest. Public service is about ensuring just environments in which everyone can be safe and fulfilled. But how do we build up our communities, build the trust, build that relationship? We do it through our training. You've heard me say many, many times, it's a perishable skill. Practice, 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 drill, drill, drill. Training is the bedrock of which upon service is built. It provides us with the knowledge, the skills, the abilities to navigate the complex and ever-changing landscape of law enforcement. But training isn't limited to the classroom or to the firing range. It is a continuous journey of learning and growth. Seek out those opportunities to expand on your horizons. Refine your skills, stay well informed on the latest developments in our field. Over all these months, I know you've heard from a lot of instructors, stay plugged in. This is the most important topic of the academy. Well, as one of those instructors who say stay plugged in, it is the most important topic you'll learn. I have learned that all those that think the training is most important, there is a common thread across all subjects of law enforcement. Everything can be taught, anything that can be taught can be forgotten if not consistently practiced. All the techniques are perishable. I remember when I was taking my first defensive tactics class, one of the instructors told me this parable, and I've never forgotten it. It is the search for enlightenment. So get back ready for a story. In a remote village nestled amongst the mountains, a monk embarked on a quest to unravel the elusive mystery of enlightenment. He wandered from village to village, seeking guidance from sages, masters, hoping to quench the thirst of his curiosity. One fateful day, as he traversed the rugged terrain, whispers of a Zen master who possessed the key to enlightenment reached his ears. Determined, the monk set forth to find this revered figure, his heart brimming with anticipation. In the midst of his quest, he encountered an elderly man of unassuming stature. His form was bent under the weight of this colossal bundle of sticks, climbing a very, very steep hill. Yet undeterred by the burdensome load, the old man trudged on, his resolve unshakable with each determined step. Intrigued by the old man's quiet strength and enormity of his task, the monk approached with eager abundance and guidance. Though the old man acknowledged the monk's presence with serene gaze, he continued to ascend without pause. Drawn by the old man's silent wisdom, the monk chose to follow in his footsteps, their journeys intertwined like the dance of yin and yang. As they ascended the tranquil plateau, the monk ventured to seek once again what enlightenment was. His voice trembled with anticipation. To his astonishment, the old man revealed himself as that Zen master. His simple but yet profound revelation leaving the monk in awe. With a gentle smile, the old man cast aside the burden of sticks, stretching his arms out to the heavens in a gesture of liberation. In that fleeting moment, the monk's heart flooded with understanding the essence of enlightenment revealed in his simplicity of the old man's actions. With newfound clarity, he embraced the truth of enlightenment that transcend the confines of language and thought. Driven by his insatiable thirst for wisdom, the monk posed another question, eager to dive deeper into the mysteries of existence. In response, the Zen master, smiled, and instead embodying the internal dance of knowledge and discovery. And with humility and grace, that Zen master picked up his burden again once more. Each movement a testament to the boundless depths of his wisdom. And as he resumed his journey along the winding path, the monk found solace in the internal quest for understanding, knowing that enlightenment was not merely a destination, but a lifelong journey of discovery and growth. So as we reflect on this parable, consider your journey thus far. You now stand at the threshold of enlightenment, having weathered months of rigorous training, absorbed countless lectures, navigated challenging scenarios, conquered tests of resilience. Today you stand poised to cast aside the burdens of the past and stretch out your arms in triumph. The moment is yours to savor, to bask in the glow of your achievements, and to embrace the essence of enlightenment. Because tomorrow, you will resume your journey through life. You'll once again pick up the burden, knowing that each step forward is closer to your aspirations. Class 13, as you step into this noble profession, carry with you the principles of service, integrity, and dedication. May you uphold the honor of law enforcement, unwavering and compassion. Congratulations are in order, for you have earned this moment of respite and reflection. As we part ways, I extend my heartfelt gratitude for allowing me to accompany you on your journey. Together, let us continue and illuminate the path ahead of us with the light of knowledge and wisdom. Thank you, and may your journey be filled with boundless discovery and fulfillment.
Thank you, Sean. I appreciate that. At this time, we're going to move forward with the presentation of certificates to our students. This is the letter that they receive congratulating them for completing the academy as their next step toward employment and working with the public. Could I have my staff come to the platform? Stacy Mowry will be presenting certificates, and our dignitaries on the platform, if you would help us as well. On your feet.
Connor Busman. Andrea Campos. Matthew Cataline. Natalie Jogic. Andrew Fable. Dax Gordon. Cassidy Gorman. Alejandra Guerrero. Carter Hall. Tammy McKenzie. Nick Nalen. Connor Nelson. Nolan Owens. Matthew Parker. Emmett Rippey. Dalila Ruiz Hernandez. So nobody could make it for you, huh? Joseph Tettleton. Edward Yevseyev. Absolutely.
Take your seats. Your seat.
Every year, the class competes for 3 awards. We have a driving award for the best driver out on the track. We have a shooting award for obviously the best marksman out there. And we have the best academic grade in class. And I'm going to start with the top driver award. It goes to Andrea Campos.
That's a career-ending move right there.
Nicely done. All right, the second award is for the top shooter in the class. The top shooter is Andrew Fable. The boy can shoot, let me tell you. And lastly, top academic goes to Nolan Owens.
Thank you, staff. Great job. This was a class that was very competitive. The first place academic between first place and third place was about 3 points during grading, and the shooting came down to one round being tighter than the other. So they were all very competitive, and I appreciate that. And now we'll move to the Peace Officers Code of Ethics. Peace Officers Code of Ethics came about originally in 1958 through the International Association of Chiefs of Police. When they put this together, they looked around and decided that policing needed to be seen as a profession and not a job, and that's what it has become. Each of these students, when they met in July with our staff for their orientation, I read the Code of Ethics to them, and I held them to that standard as they went through the academy, and now they will take it officially by raising their right hand as they complete the ceremony of graduation. On your feet. Raise your right hand. As a law enforcement officer, my fundamental duty is to serve the community, to safeguard lives and property, to protect the innocent against deception, the weak against oppression or intimidation, and the peaceful against violence or disorder, and to respect the constitutional rights of all to liberty, equality, and justice. I will keep my private life unsullied as an example to all, and will behave in a manner that does not bring discredit to me or to my agency. I will maintain courageous calm in the face of danger, scorn, or ridicule, develop self-restraint, and be constantly mindful of the welfare of others. Honest in thought and deed in both my personal and official life, I will be exemplary in obeying the law and the regulations of my department. Whatever I see or hear of a confidential nature or that is confided in me in an official capacity will be kept ever secret unless revelation is necessary in the performance of my duty. I will never act officiously or permit personal feelings, prejudice, political beliefs, aspirations, animosities, or friendships to influence my decisions. With no compromise for crime and the relentless prosecution of criminals, I will enforce the law courteously and appropriately without fear of favor, malice, or ill will, never employing unnecessary force or violence and never accepting gratuities. I recognize the badge of my office as a symbol of public faith, and I accept it as a public trust to be held so long as I am true to the ethics of law enforcement service. I will never engage in acts of corruption or bribery, nor will I condone such acts by other law enforcement officers. I will cooperate with all legally authorized agencies and their representatives in the pursuit of justice. I know that I alone am responsible for my own standard of professional performance and will take every reasonable opportunity to enhance and improve my level of knowledge and competence. I will constantly strive to achieve these objectives and ideals, dedicating myself with sincere and unfaltering commitment to my chosen profession, law enforcement. To agree to live by this code, answer with a resounding, I do! I do! Put your hands down. Congratulations, 13. Turn and face the audience. Class 13. Take your seats. And now, as we conclude tonight, I want to leave the students and the audience with three small things that we talked about Monday night in their final class. We call these the 3 B's, and I can't tell you how important they are for everyone in life, in business, in relationships, everywhere. The first B is be smart. Be smart with your training. Be smart with the decisions you make. Be smart tactically. Be smart with your heart and your love. Be smart with your money. Think things through. The second B is be courageous. You will see things and do things that no one should ever have to do, but you have stepped up to take that role on. You will make decisions that will not be popular with people, but it's not a popularity contest. It is to make a place better, more livable, and safer for those around you. And the third B, and the most important B to me, above all, is simply this: just be nice. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Take care of the people in your area of responsibility. Take care of your families. Just be nice. How much better off would we be if we were all a little bit nicer? Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the ceremony tonight. We appreciate you attending. We appreciate you supporting these graduates. Class 13, on your feet. You gonna do this? Thank you very much for coming. We appreciate it.